Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video production module. You're probably now on activity 6, meaning you've got your script done and everything else. So here's how we're going to record things. There's a webcam way up here at the top of the screen there, and that basically is going to capture an image of you and also the sound of you reading your script off of this computer screen right in front of you. So you actually almost have to be tilted a little bit to the side for this to work. All right? This camera up at the top there is called a Microsoft Life Cam. There's a little icon here you can double click on, and there I am. And I can wave to you. That's happening live right now in front of me. You can see there's things here. There's capture a photo, capture audio, or capture video. We obviously want to capture video. We're going to drag it into our WeVideo timeline a little bit later here. So I'm going to move myself a little bit just to make sure that I am centered in the screen there. And you'll notice that what's behind me is green. We'll talk more about that later, but that's going to allow us to do some cool effects once we are in WeVideo. Now, in terms of me capturing video, if I just click on this button, hello, hello, this is Mr. Pat, just testing to see if the camera and the sound works. And this would be to stop the video, clicking on this same square down here. And lo and behold, a little video clip shows up down the bottom here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can maybe see better. And if I click on that, and the sound works. And this would be to stop the video, clicking on this same square down here. So apparently my camera is working and it has good sound and everything. I'm going to delete that guy because that was just a test. But if I was going to record video for my module, I would of course want to read from the teleprompter. I already have set up my, let's see, everything here. I've got my Gmail open here, I've got my Drive, I've got some document here. This would be your script, imagine. I copied some stuff, I pasted it in here, and if I go to the top, if I rewind, get this ready to rock, okay. So when I'm ready to begin, I click on the Life Cam, I hit start, come back into this screen, and I start reading. Hi, my name is Mr. Patarini, and I teach Tech Ed at GMS. I grew up in Manchester, Connecticut, and went to college in Rochester, New York. I now live close enough to the beach to walk my dog there in 10 minutes. I have a wife and a son who like to go skiing with me. I enjoy music, both listening to it and playing it, and I play guitar and sing at least a few times a week. I go to a pickin' party every Tuesday night and jam with a bunch of other old guys. Now, in your case, this would actually be your newscast that you would be reading from the teleprompter, but I just happen to have this little biography statement going here, so that's what I pasted into the into the teleprompter. So I'm back into the cam here, and I'm going to stop that, and my little video scrap shows up over here. All right. So you would do one of these for every one of your segments, you and your partner. So you would have two of these, one for each of your news, one for each of your weather, one for each of your sports, and one for each of your commercial. Now, when we get you into WeVideo, this is how I'm going to want you to set it up, okay? If you go to Media, would you like to save it first? No, we're not going to save it first. I've got all sorts of stuff in my media files, all sorts of old video stuff here. This plus sign down in the bottom allows me to import new media, browse to select. Now this is in kind of a crazy place, all right? If you go to Computer, all right? I'll get a little bit better view of this. If you go to Computer, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with this thing called your U drive. It has your name right on it, and it'll say U. You double click on that. Somewhere in there, there'll be a folder called My Pictures, and it will have created a LifeCam Files folder. I'll move a little closer so maybe you can see that. See where it says LifeCam Files? And I double click there, and it has all of the videos I've recorded with the LifeCam. Now I've already done a few because this is not my first try with this. Alright, and I'm going to, let's see, this is probably the last one I recorded. You can look at the date of them here if you go to Details View. This was at 1:28 p.m. today, so that I know that's the video I want. I double click, and WeVideo is going to take its sweet time processing it. When it's done processing, it's going to show up in my media, and I will be able to drag it down into that WeVideo timeline. So let's give that a second, and I should be able to go into a video, drag it in there, and I'm going to show you real quick how we get the green screen to work. Basically, with the green screen, you can put any background behind you. You could make it so it looked like you were broadcasting from a real news desk. You could make it so you were broadcasting from the Times Square or the Eiffel Tower. You could have video in the background, something moving in the background. It's actually pretty cool stuff. It's the way they do it in real TV. So here's my latest clip in my video media stuff. So if I go to projects, and I think I've got my project start. Here we go. All right, so let's make sure you guys can see all this pretty well. All right, the angle may be a little bit off. I'm going to take this and drag it down onto video 2. Okay, that's what this line over here is called, video 2. Over here it says it. Okay. Now underneath video 2, I can click up here and grab one of these graphics. I'll grab, let's see, what's a good one? Ooh, this looks pretty cool. Hyperspace. I'll put that underneath me. I'll stretch it out so it's nice and long. Now, to get that to be my background, I have to double click on this video here. Okay, this segment that's in the timeline right now. And this here is called color coding. There's all sorts of different options here if I click across the top. Alright, I want to click on this one. It kind of looks like a little person's silhouette there. It says color keying. If I click on that, click on this dropper, when I bring it over into the video area, you can kind of see that looks like a dropper. There it is. There's the dropper right next to me. And the green is the color I want to get rid of. So I click on that, and you can kind of see it's made it black all behind me. I'm going to click on Done Editing. Whoa, that's pretty crazy. Here, let me put my tripod down. And if I bring this back to here, watch what happens. Come back into this screen, and I start reading. Hi, my name is Mr. Patarini, and I teach Tech Ed at GMS. I grew up in Manchester, Connecticut, and went to college in Rochester,
I think you can see
I now live close enough to the beach to walk
all the
my dog
effects
there in
behind
10
me.
minutes. I have a wife and a son who...
the green screen is obviously gone, and it's been replaced by that effect
that's over here underneath my timeline. What you see down here is replacing the green stuff here, and it's keeping my face behind there. So here, I'll hit it one more time so you can see.
I like to go skiing with me. I enjoy
cool.
music, both listening to it and playing it, and I play guitar and sing at least a few times a week.
So, I know I just threw a lot at you, but basically, you need to use that life cam to capture some video, one segment for each one of the parts that you and your partner have made. You need to upload them using media. Remember over here, clicking on this little plus sign and browsing, right? Browse to select. And the browse to select is a little tricky, but remember, you go to Computer, U Drive, My Pictures, LifeCam Files. And then you should see all the videos you've taken so far. Good luck. If you have any questions, ask me or Mr. Benson, but this should get you started on the road to making a pretty darn good video for your newscast.